I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal for how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was scarred with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawn. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcasted like hey ya.
And sausage, pepperoni, and bim! Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the #1 Chief Rockin' Knicks Universal main man, Uncle Freezie. What's good? Happy, you said today is Wednesday, Mo? Yes. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, man. It's been a grind. Sorry about being late, y'all. I've been doing admin work, typing, sending emails. All types of stuff, man. It's storming outside here in South Carolina. Tornado warnings, all that stuff. So if things get a little sideways, if Uncle Freezie start, y'all know what it is. Happy hump day, everybody. Y'all want this party started right. Y'all want this party started quickly, right? Miss Geraldine is in the building. What's good, Miss Geraldine? I see you. All Future Media is in the building. Harlem Girls, salute. The hip hop legend called Mega is in the building. Blue Tears, Orange Tears, Blorange Tears. Family, I just created the Mets channel. I'm gonna try again to do that today. Man, it's really busy. Blorange Tears is growing so fast that sometimes I get my hands full with stuff and I can't get over to like vibes and stuff and to mix it up. You know what I'm saying? But here we are. Here we are. Here we are. I ain't complaining. I ain't complaining, man. It's good to see y'all, man. Good to be with y'all, man. Love when the chat come and rock with us, man. I'm glad y'all are a part of this thing that we call Blorange Tears. The Smoking Nick is in the building. What's good, Smoke? What's good? So I guess by now you guys understand like what it is that I'm trying to do with the channel and how I'm looking to grow it and how it's going to be different from other Knicks content creation out here in Knicks Universe. So I'm not really looking to do a bunch of pile up a bunch of collaborations with a bunch of Knicks content creators, even though I respect them. There's no knock on them. I'll still rock with BK Steph and a few others, but I'm looking to expand in a different direction. Kendall Rivera is in the building. Rivera, they finally gave Rivera a day off. Rivera, get back to work, you lazy bum. My man Rivera is in the building. Yo, they work at Rivera like 9 days a week. Shout out to my man, Kendall Rivera, man. Hey, we love you, Doc. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Inwood. Shout out to Inwood. Yeah, man. So I just want to clear up some stuff just real quick. So I'm looking to grow the channel in a different way. I'm not gonna do, or my plan is not to do a bunch of New York Knicks collabs, but I'm forming relationships with content creators all over the NBA landscape, all over the NBA universe, so that they can come in here and rock with us and give us this their perspective on the NBA landscape, right? Right? You give us their perspective on their team. Like when we played them, I'll have one of them on, and we'll talk about how they view us, how we view them, and things of that sort. So we're working on it, and it's the worst kept. Yo, hey, yo, Antonio, what's good, man? PR in the building. PR in the building. What's good, man? So that's how we're spreading our wings. We're doing it a little differently, and that's always been my intent. In terms of Knicks content, I prefer to get it from y'all. Right? I prefer to get it from y'all. Y'all are dialed in just like everybody else. Y'all know just as much about the Knicks as others. So, yo, for the love of the game is in the building. So I mean, and by now it's the worst kept secret in Knicks universe. But I mean, since the cat is out of the bag, I ain't gonna try to hide it. But yo, let me get to this. Yo, why are we so impatient, y'all? Let me get to this. Yo, why Knicks fans? Last night I said a thing and I mean it, right? I said a thing last night and I mean it. If the Knicks were hell bent on winning a championship, their approach would be different. Let me move this here some a little bit so we won't be so shaky. Okay. All right. So it won't be so shaky. All right. So last night on the Knicks and Night podcast, I said something, and I strongly feel this way about it. And I'm not throwing shade at anyone. I'm throwing shade at the perspective. And what I'm getting at is if the Knicks were hell-bent on winning a championship, their approach to the addition of players would be different. Sean Cubes is in the building. What's up, boss? What's up, boss? If our approach to winning championships was us, if we were hell bent on, okay. If we were hell bent on winning championships, then we would be operating like the Boston Celtics operate, like it's do or die, like it's get rich or die trying. Right? But I am under the impression that the Knicks are not in that mode. C-Mac is in the building. C-Mac is in the building. Let me do something. I got something going on here. I don't know what. Okay, so it's not what I think it is. It's something different. Okay. Maybe I need a new desk or something. All right. So let me get in this pocket real quick. I'm gonna get in this pocket real quick because I got two things I want to talk about. I want to throw them out there and I want to get you guys' opinion on it. I want you guys to talk to me about it. Not because I want y'all to talk amongst yourselves. I just want some feedback from y'all. Right now, I am on the couch. I'm on the couch. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Are the Knicks hell-bent on winning a championship, or is this organization working diligently to get this team to respectability? Right? Is this franchise hell-bent on winning a championship, or are we working diligently to become respectable in NBA circles? Either way, I'm okay. Right? Either way, I'm okay. I know at times I might jump out the window when I think about how other teams do it. But as long as I know the direction, I can pull back the personal reins and slow myself down. Right? Where I'm at is, if championships are important, then why don't we see the signs from our front office that they are making moves like other championship level, or not like other, because we're not championship level, but like franchise championship level front offices are making. So I asked the physiological question, I guess. Is it way physiological, or is it? It's a philosophy question. I don't know if it's physiological or physiological. It's a philosophy question. Knicks fans, are you more concerned with, hey, JR Acosta's in the building. What's good, JR Acosta? All right, I see you. Are you more concerned with winning a championship, or are you more concerned with not being a perennial loser? Which side of that are you on? Championships, no longer a loser. And I know the easy way, the easy way to think about it is, the streamed way to think about it is, well, don't winning championships make you not a loser? No, 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 that does not. DSJ is in the building, right? Because it's like nourishment, right? It's like nourishment, right? Do you fuel your body so that you can maintain, or do you like the taste of wine? Do you like the taste of meals? Do you like every now and then, do you like to have a cheat day and get that donut that you keep passing all the time because you're disciplined. Kaiser Sose is in the building. Do you? It's like the philosophy question. I can't pronounce the long word. I don't even know if the long word is really a word. It sounded correct. I didn't want to get into all this conjunction, junction. What's your function? Wait a minute. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I'm telling my age again. Y'all love to say, man, Uncle Freezie is old hat, and at the same time, think I'm 28. Listen, I am 28. That's the way I feel. That's the way I feel, right? But it's the decision making process for things that are important. If you're a Knicks fan, are you hell bent on winning championships, or do you no longer want to be a loser? And yes, those are two separate things. They are not both, right? Just because you don't win the NBA championship doesn't make your franchise a loser. In the high level thinking, right? In a high level of thinking, of course, that might be your mindset. But if you're the Knicks, 99% of y'all wasn't even alive when the Knicks won a championship. So you can't even think that far about, well, either we win a championship or bust. There can't be championship or bust for you. You ain't ever even seen a championship. So that means it's or bust. And is that the mindset that you want to carry around every day as a Knicks fan? No, of course not. See, it's championship or bust for Golden State because they've won championships and they have guys that are ending their prime years, towards the end of their prime years. So it's championship or bust for them because their window is closing. Hey, so Mr. Garcia, you got me beat. Okay. I see you, Garcia. I see you. Shout out to the 60s babies in the building. Shout out to the 60s babies. Hey, Kaiser Sauce says, I want my steak and the salmon. Bruh, I'm with you. I'm with you. Kaiser Sauce sounds like somebody that works out, that gets in the gym. Protein and healthy protein. Bim. Kaiser Sauce talking about them proteins. Sherwin is in the building. Sherwin says, I want to win a championship. I'm not looking forward to making a play-in or playoffs. Right? So it's all or nothing for Sherwin. Right? Hey, Sherwin, guess what, though? Guess what happens? Guess what's going to happen at the end of this season? If the Knicks don't, with your logic, if the Knicks don't win a championship, it's the or bust part. If it's championship or bust and you don't get the championship, it's the or bust part. And do you want to walk around every day of your life thinking it's championship or bust? And listen, and it sounds like I'm on one side or the other. I'm not. I'm stuck in the middle, right? And y'all know the song that I'm stuck in the middle with you. Who sings that song? The song is stuck in my head. Somebody was talking about purgatory, and so stuck in the middle is the song that came to my mind. Steelers will. What? Okay. Steelers will, 1972. Bim. Here's the thing. What if you're at the or bust part? If you're in the or bust part, are you going to be satisfied with the play-in, the first round, the second round? As long as you exist in that space, are you okay as long as you're not the laughing stock of the league? Are you okay being the Philadelphia 76ers? Hey, JJ, I got everything on it, man. Every time I get ready to do it, something happens. I want to do it today, right? I want to do it today. I want to do it after this, but there's a tornado warning in South Carolina. As we speak, I'm nervous. I'm looking at the bottom of my screen, and it's showing tornado at the bottom of my screen, 69 degrees tornado. So I want to rock here as long as I can, and I'm going to do that. But when you see me start, then you know it's something crazy going on. So will you be satisfied with being relevant? Like, would you be okay if I could say right now, I'll wave a magic wand, and I know Q-tips are not good, y'all. Q-tips are not good for your ears. Don't use Q-tips, right? But I wear these headphones all the time, man. Jeez. I wear these headphones all the time. Matter of fact, I don't have anybody. Let me take these things off. I'm gonna take them things off, man. I don't have anybody in the thing, in the chat that I have to listen to. So if I can wave a magic wand and give you 10 years like the 90s, would you take it over what you have right now? If I can wave a magic wand and give you 10, 12 years, if I could give you the Pat Ewing era, if I could give you the Pat Ewing era, would you take it over what you've been getting the last 20 years? C-Mac, if I can give you the Patrick Ewing years right now for the next 10 to 12 years versus what you've been getting for the past 20 years, would you take it? Right? Think about that. And before we start beating up Patrick Ewing and Charles Oakley and John Starks and all those guys that didn't win a championship, remember how you felt during that time. Remember how you felt, how proud you were of those Knicks teams. Just think about how proud you were of those Knicks teams, man. Right? Before let's not poo-poo, let's not have revisionist history, right? Because during that time, man, we felt great about our team, man. We felt like every year we could compete. Every year we felt like this is the year we knocking off Jordan. Go get the Daily News and read something random. Michael Jordan scores 39 points against the Denver Nuggets. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Pick up, go down and see Poppy on the corner and pick up a Daily News. That's the paper we used to read back in the 70s and 80s, man. We used to read the Daily News, right? We used to read the Daily News. We didn't read all the other papers. I know some people used to have 2 or 3 newspapers delivered to their door. New York Times, New York Post. What's the paper out of Newark? I forget the paper. What's the paper out of Newark, y'all? Newark used to have a paper. God dog it, I forgot the name. Man. Yo, Eric Serial is in the building. We can start for real now, boy. Hey, y'all buckle up y'all seatbelts. Eric Serial is in the building. Pudge Nice says, back when people used to actually read. Yeah. Back when people used to read. My point is, if I could take a magic wand and turn, say, Quentin Grimes into a Patrick Ewing impact player, right? If I could turn Quentin Grimes into a generational talent, and the next 10 to 12 years would mirror what Patrick Ewing does, would you take that over the past 20 years? And Kaiser says, people read now, they just do it on the screen now instead of off paper, right? Right? And Pudge Nice says, yo, those were great times. And I absolutely agree those were great times. But they didn't end up in a championship. We didn't get a championship from that. Right? We didn't get a championship from that. And there's no harm, and I'm not knocking the Patrick Ewing years. If anything, I want people to remember the 90s as the Patrick Ewing era and not the 90s Knicks era. If anything, and this is a side note, it's not the main note, it's a side note. If anything, I want to think about the 90s as the Patrick Ewing era and not the 90s Knicks era. Because I respect those teams, but without Patrick Ewing, that team is a 40-win team. Easy. If Patrick Ewing is an average player, that team wins 40 games. With Pat, they're 50, 55, 60 wins because of the greatness of Patrick Ewing. Right? So if given a choice, is championship or the 90s Patrick Ewing-led Knicks, I think a lot of people will choose the feeling that the 90s Knicks gave a lot of us, even though it didn't result in a championship. Right? What I will say to you guys, Mr. Vince is in the building. Mr. Vince, what's good? What I would say to everybody is this about that is whatever side you are on, it's okay to be that. However you feel, it's okay to feel that. Feel that. Whatever result we get, it's okay for you to have a feeling or an opinion about that as a Knicks fan. It's okay. It's all right. The more I talk to other fan bases around the league, the more I realize the phone never stops. The more I talk to other fan bases around the league, the more I realize the Knicks are not alone in their pursuit of a championship, and we are not alone in the feelings that we have about our team. Because you think you're frustrated with your coach, you think you're frustrated with your front office. Talk to Damon and them about the Atlanta Hawks. He was up here yesterday. You think you're frustrated with your coach? You think you're frustrated with your front office? Talk to Rel Talk and King Kai from We Talk Mavs, GLO Mavs. They fan bases are saying the same things. And so what I get from that is not like the what goes around comes around or none of that stuff. What I get is if you don't win a championship, you feel a type of way. If your team is not winning a championship, you feel some type of way. Sometimes in that, we start pointing the fingers at each other. Uncle Freezie always giving people options. He be flip-flopping. Man, what's wrong with options? You change clothes every day. Somebody told me, and they were like, yo, you be talking to JJ, man, and then you be talking to G-Man, you be flip-flopping. Man, I'm not going to tell JJ he better think like G-Man. JJ is his own man. I respect that. Sherwin is his own man. I respect that. G-Man is his own man. I respect that. Right? And how we root as Knicks fans is how we root. But the thing about it is I asked a question and nobody really answered. I asked y'all, like, man, listen, if I can give y'all 10 years of that feeling from the 90s over the last 20 years, would y'all take that? Or do you still want a championship? What are y'all thinking? If I can give you 10 to 12 years of that 90s Knicks versus what you got this millennium, would you take it? Would you take Starks 2 for 18 in Game 7 over Linsanity? Would you prefer Linsanity over Starks 2 for 18 in Game 7? All right. I keep seeing championship. Okay. All right. So you would take all this feeling we had. You take all this feeling that we had in this millennium, hoping that we're going to win a championship. And if you do, that's okay. I ain't judging. I'm saying we need to think about some of these things that we go through as Knicks fans. I want a championship too. Man, I want a championship bad. Right? I'm championship bad. But I don't know if our front office shares you guys' passion. How desperate are you for a championship? Are you willing? Think about it. Are you willing to trade away Randall and Mitch for a star player in order to chase a chip? Wow, JJ, you serious? JJ, you serious, big dog? You didn't see the Mets win? You never saw the Mets? Yes, I have a dirty baseball cap, bro. That's the way I like them. Maybe a little too dirty. Maybe a little too dirty. Maybe I played catch too much in it, but whatever. I was a baby when the Jets won a championship. I was a baby when the Mets won their first championship. Right? I was a baby when Jets and the Knicks. I was a baby when the Knicks won their first championship. I was a baby, like a toddler. Right? But whatever. Right? So if it's championship or bust, as a fan base, how come we're not putting pressure on the front office, on ownership, to win us a championship? Y'all feel me? If it's championship or bust for us, how come we're not putting pressure on Dolan, Mr. Dolan, I guess, since he's a billionaire? You know, the etiquette is you have to call millionaires Mr. You know what I'm saying? You have to call millionaires Mr. in some weird social etiquette. But so how come we're not putting pressure on this organization to win championships? Leon Rose doesn't even answer to us. The front office doesn't even answer to us. The owner doesn't even answer to us. Nobody answers to the fans. They give you what they want you to have. And I hate to put it in that context, but y'all said championship or bust. Last year, championship or bust. Bubble year, championship or bust. RJ Barrett rookie year, championship or bust. The year before that, worst season in team history, championship or bust. This year, we're 20-18, and we're saying championship or bust, and we're 20-18. But we're saying championship or bust. I don't know. I don't know if the way we do it is gonna equate to a championship. Bodega Wi-Fi in the yo, what's good, Bodega? Bodega's in the building. I gotta keep my beat up hands off the screen. I keep forgetting that. I'm sorry if I offended somebody by these scraped up knuckles and stuff. G Money's in the building. Is it really championship or bust? Are we really moving like a fan base that says championship or bust? Or are we the fan base that says bing bong when we make it to 500? The Knicks are 500. Bing bong. Bing bong. The Knicks are 500. Harlem Girl says championship. Can we compete for something first? This is so funny, right? This hilarious. Hilarious. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Harlem Girl. Thank you for that. Championship. Can we compete for something first? Can we try to win a division first? I'm just saying. All right. So I'm gonna throw this link in the chat. I wanted to say that to because what I found recently is like one or two people will dominate a chat of 100 people. And I didn't want it to be like that. I wanted to hear everybody's opinion. Wiz is in the building. Wiz says championship or bust or bust. Them. Hey Wiz. Wiz, it's a polarizing way to think about how we root for this team. Because if it's championship or bust, are you really at the games making your presence felt? Booing everything in sight. Hold on. Is it championship or bust? Because if it was championship or bust, we'd be forcing the front office to make some type of moves. We'd be forcing them to make some type of moves, right? Okay, here comes Benny. Hold on. All right, that loud sound you hear is my dog behind me eating. Help yourself, Benny. I'm trying to fatten him up. He's starting to get a little skinny. Benny is enjoying himself. Championship or bust? I don't. Benny, no. Benny says championship. Benny says championship. I'm legit. I legit don't know where to go. Because here's the thing: as a Knicks fan, I still want to enjoy the experience, even if we don't win a championship. Like I still want to rock with everybody in the chat. Still want to hang out. Still want to do all that stuff. Still want to have a good time, even if we don't win championships. Right? But championship or bust means you're in a mindset that you're not gonna enjoy, take part, none of that in anything unless it's a championship. Kevin Middleton says, the Knicks franchise is so bad the Toronto Raptors won a championship, let alone the Miami Heat. Those teams were expansion teams put together by the worst players on each roster. We pathetic. See, I don't want to say that, man. I don't want to agree with that. Right? I don't want to agree with that. But the Raptors did win a championship. The Eastern Conference finalists are the Boston Celtics, the Brooklyn Nets, the Philadelphia 76ers. All these teams are in our division are equipping themselves to win a championship. And we are talking about giving Cam Reddish more minutes. What are we doing? Rodney Atkins, thank you for your generous contribution. Rodney Atkins says the front office doesn't care about championships. Dolan only cares about filling seats. Wow. And Harlem Girl says the front office is scared to make moves. They're just hoarding picks. That's frustrating. If the front office is just hoarding picks so that they can be on some type of TLC hoarding show, then they gotta go. Then they gotta go. If this is all about just hoarding picks and not making a move for a star, y'all know how I feel about the Knicks needing a star. Y'all know how I feel about that. During the summer, I used words like crown gem. Right? The Knicks need a crown gem. No role players. No role players. The Knicks need a crown gem. And how a team in New York, of all places, doesn't have a crown gem boggles my mind. New York, of all places. And it's not like we lost a star due to injury, or our star retired, or our star left in free agency. We never had one. We had a real star in like 8 years. I don't know. I don't know where we at with it. I don't know where we at with it. So if it's championship and now or bust, I'm going to throw the or bust part in the recycling bin. If it's championships, what are we doing to move towards a championship? What are we doing to move towards a championship? Can somebody explain that to us? Somebody smarter than me explain to us what the Knicks front office is doing to move us towards a championship. What are we doing? What's the Knicks front office doing to move us towards winning the championship? Benny is losing his mind. Benny wants a championship bad. Benny is losing his mind bad. Every time I say championship, he just go crazy. I guess it's championship a bust for everybody. So Sherman says the Knicks front office is being patient. That's a break from Yeah, Benny in here losing every time I say championship. The Knicks front office is being patient. That's a break from the normal Knicks. Being patient about what? Because don't tell me stacking up L's is being patient, because all that means is you're a loser, Sherwin. You know what stacking up L's means? It means you're a loser. Stacking up unnecessary L's. So you're stacking up L's. You're stacking up L's in the hopes that somebody will come save you. I don't know. Kaiser Sose says we are pretending. I don't know, man. I don't know. Hey, and Miss Geraldine agrees with Sherwin. So here's my thing. Here's my thing. Just to make sure that I'm on the right track. What are we being patient for? Like, what are we waiting on? That's to Sherwin. Sherwin, what are we waiting on then? If we're being patient, we're being patient for what? Kerry Cox in the building. I see you. Craig is in the building. I see you, Craig. What's happening? Craig says, how about to let the front office do their job? They know better than us. How about we let the players gel? How about it? Craig, how did that work out last year? It was the same front office. Craig, how did that work out 2 years ago? It was the same front office. I'm not picking at the comment itself. I'm picking at the philosophy. Like at what point did the front office and the organization stop being concerned about the fans? I just, and no disrespect to Craig, because I understand what he's saying, because I believe in industriousness and cooperation and organization as well. I believe in that, Craig. I do. That's one of my mottos for life: industriousness, cooperation, and organization. I live part of that. That's how I live my life, right? Right. But at what point do we have to consider the fans? At what point do we have to consider the consumer? Greenie's in the building. What's good, Greenie? Greenie is in the building. What's good, boss man? I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I think about y'all day and night and day. I think about y'all all the time, right? I think about stuff like what can I do to make this experience better, right? What bad stuff can I do away with to make the experience better? What can I improve on to make the experience better? Right? That's what I think about. And I don't run the Knicks. I run a YouTube channel. I don't run the Knicks. I run a YouTube channel. And I think about y'all often. What are the Knicks doing? Are the Knicks concerned about us? I mean, I'm not Stan, right? Like, I'm not Stan. I'm not, you know, If someone and I can even in a window and I can't see it all, even if it would all be great. And pictures on my wall, it's not so bad. It's not so. That's not me. I'm not that person. See, I understand. I understand, like the separation of stuff. Like I was in Charlotte. I spoke to Scott Perry and he ignored me, kept on walking. I spoke to Del Curry and Del Curry stopped and talked to me. Greeny. Right. Think about what I just said, y'all. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina, decked out in Knicks stuff. I spoke to Scott Perry. He didn't say a word to me. Right? I see Del Curry and I say hello to Del Curry and he stops and talks to me. Right? Think about that. Maybe Scott Perry recognized me from the videos I put out. And he was like, oh, there go Uncle Freezie. God dog it. I can't say nothing to him. Maybe that's what Scott Perry was thinking. Or maybe Scott Perry had to use the bathroom or something. Right? But Del Curry, a Charlotte Hornet great, sees me decked out in all Knicks stuff and stops and talks to me. And the message that sent to me in that moment was, man, the Knicks really ready to get out of here. Right? That's what I told myself. Right? But Del Curry stopped and talked to me. What's good, Greeny? How you doing, man?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. I had a little hitch in my connection when I tried to get in.
Downstairs is dangerous because they spray, and that stuff makes you fall terribly.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But good morning, good afternoon to you. How you doing, brother?
Hey, man, you a Mets fan, right?
I ain't gonna lie. I do like the Mets. I ain't gonna lie. I'm one of them people that like the Yankees and the Mets because I never really, you know what I mean. I like all New York baseball. So,
okay.
But if I did have to choose, I'm definitely a Yankee. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
I always has been a Yankee fan since like dirt cheap and all.
Okay. So in about 30 minutes, I'm gonna do something on the Mets channel. I'm gonna do something on the Mets channel. I want to come through and say hello on the Knicks Morning Drive. I have been doing a bunch of admin stuff for the channel, like emails and all that stuff. So I jumped on late. So I'm not gonna rock too long, but I am gonna do the Mets stuff after I get something for my voice. And
all right, cool. I'm definitely going. Excuse me. I'm definitely going to check in and rock out with the Mets.
Yeah.
No. I'm definitely going to check it out though. I like the Mets colors, so you know I gotta come on now.
Yeah, for sure. Matter of fact, I'm a rap right here. I'm gonna get out of here and get something for my voice because I already feel it going. All this talking day and night. You know what I'm saying? Blorange Tears on the telephone.
9 to 5.
Yeah. It's just yeah.
Gotta yell at the dogs. I already know how it be.
Who let the dogs out? Who? Yeah, man.
I already know how it be.
All right. So all right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna wrap right here. We're gonna
get some peppermint tea.
Yeah. Peppermint tea? What?
Yeah,
I don't do sugar, bro. I don't do no types of sugar.
Oh no, me neither. I put honey in mine. I don't do no sugar.
Kaiser Sauce, get off the sugar. That's what gets you shredded.
Yeah, if you put that sugar in your tea, it actually don't help your voice. You put the honey, it helps. The honey helps your voice a lot.
Yeah, man. So, all right, y'all. I just wanted to come through for a few minutes just to rock. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna do Mets It Up in a few minutes. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Peace.
The queens of